Oh, and also while this is happening, I'm gonna wave over the guy we've been talking with and tell him that there were multiple cloaked people on board the ship and we need help tracking them all. And I'll kind of point out in the security footage where we found them to get everyone kind of analyzing it instead of just us.
Also, I'm about to get information on a roll I just made to the GM. How did you get stabbed in the back?
I wonder what kind of roll you made. Did you force storm the entirety of the engine?
Oh, please, no!
No,
we melted
I'm not
acid
dumb.
through the engine.
Sorry, Elon. Emma's dead. Jada's
I
dead.
used far-seeing and failed at it. Well, I got a 36, and whatever that GM roll that he just made must have beat it with the, yeah, I don't know. Because I didn't get nothing out of it. But then again, he's got stealth talent, so
Yeah. Wouldn't necessarily put stock into that one.
I had to try though. So I
Mhm.
didn't waste a force point.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh
so
wait, I
they-
didn't successfully use the force power, so I didn't spend the force point.
Yeah, you didn't spend one.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so-
yeah, I'm going to look around, and I assume Kalani will look around too, because she's down here too.
Yeah, so they point out like it's in the upper right corner of the room. There's like that's where they notice the shimmering.
Is it there now, or is it
Mhm.
there on? Oh, okay.
What's going on?
There's a cloaked guy in our room, and we're trying to see it, and they said so over comms. So I would imagine you probably would have reacted and looked for it.
Yeah, that's Kalani. What?
I think
Yeah.
I think he found it. She's like, oh my god. Spies, evil spies.
Yeah, so Kalani looks over and also she notices like the faint shimmer in the corner.
The upper right corner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right up there.
Do you whisper its location to me?
Yes.
You whisper from 100 feet away.
Through the comms?
Yes.
Okay, so can I see it, knowing where it's supposed to be?
Nope.
Dang, that's a high buff to that. Wow.
She said it in the corner,
Yeah, that's
right?
why I said it's very unfortunate that you got a nat 20. Okay.
You are correct. You are very correct. Because I can never actually talk.
She said in the corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I immediately do what
What's
you're
our
about
plan
to see.
of action?
Oh no.
Oh,
No, wait for us to get down there.
Oh,
We need
no.
reinforcements. No, the Jedi's gonna
Um,
die and it's gonna be all your fault.
Kalani, just run. At this point, just run. Let Picard deal with
Evacuate.
this.
Well, I mean, you also have like another Jedi Knight with you, so send her in because my vision already said she might die, so it's okay.
Grab.
So heartless.
Oh,
So that
no.
entire corner is
Um.
coded in Force Storm. And I'm going to use improved Force Storm. I'm going to use improved Force Storm to put lightning all
Ouch.
throughout it.
Ouch.
So this is where our 20s were this whole time? Right here?
Yeah, we used
So
it right
give me a
now.
second to find the rules on
We needed
improved
to
Force
use
Storm.
all the natural.
I thought
things.
improved force storm just dealt lightning to one individual target within the storm, right?
Yeah, but yep,
So you can't see the target, so you can't do that.
I don't need to see it.
Yeah,
But you
doesn't
don't
lightning,
know what you're
lightning would go
targeting.
towards the grounding though. So like, if it's like a storm and there's lightning, it would like
The storm
hit
is
the-
filled with lightning.
I should. This is the engine room of the ship. Also, there are multiple mechanics within that 6x6 area.
It's 12. Within 12 squares of you. And in your line of sight. It's just an area.
Oh, no one told me there were multiple mechanics there.
Yeah, I did. I said that.
What
It
do
is-
Not
guys
before I
care?
did something.
Still rolled a nat 20 on use the force though.
It's too late. Let me find the rules.
Oh dear.
Well, all the mechanics are dead
Guys.
now, and you melted through all of the important engine-y things. Didn't we just determine that using a force storm inside the engine room was a terrible plan?
Yes, we did. We did, like 5 minutes ago. Or he had an extra 20.
Nobody listens to the party.
And you're also doing this in front of 2 Jedis. Only
Yep.
one of whom actually really kind of knows you.
Okay, 3d6.
But it has to be aimed at a specific target.
It has to check against a specific target.
But how do you choose the target if you don't know the target is there?
It's just comparing it against the reflex defense of one of the targets. I mean, the entire force storm is filled with lightning.
What are you guys talking
But
about?
if you wanted to use it against a specific person, you could, right? Like that's the whole point of it. You use
I mean,
the
Yeah,
three
but
d6s against a
wouldn't the
specific
first
person.
damage from the force storm kind of like cause it to decloak
Except that people
anyway?
within the force storm have total concealment, so he can't see it even if it does decloak.
Right, but it just says any character within the area.
No, but he has improved force storm as a technique that lets you do lightning damage of an additional
Oh.
3d6 versus one of the targets in the storm.
I mean, you could
And
have
I'm
him
trying
pick
to
a
say
random.
he
You could have him
doesn't
pick a
actually-
random square to try and put it in and see if he guesses right.
I mean, better yet, I'm just not going to spend it. It doesn't matter. It'll be forcibly decloaked by the acid damage. And then I'll just immediately let up on the storm. And hopefully everyone inside will live. Except for... And that guy will be visible.
Oh dear.
I mean,
Couldn't
it's
wait
too
for
late.
reinforcements or like anything. We're just gonna
It's
up
too
and
late to
force
pull
storm
back
it.
on it.
I shouldn't have told Picaz
So.
anything. I regret my life choices.
So what?
Initiative?
Yeah, so you guys can roll initiative.
Okay.
So bring up the table and then I'll roll it.
While this is going, shenanigans are happening. I would turn to the lieutenant and be like, "Can you order a lockdown at the engine room and roll security there?"
Yeah, before I roll initiative, to kind of help with my choices and whatnot, is Emma in the engine room?
Yeah, last time you asked who was there, Kalani. Well, who's called Emma? Kalani said that she was here in the engine room.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Kalani seems to be very flustered by this turn of events. Oh dear.
It's the first time we've had combat in like 4 sessions.
Yeah. Been a lot of intrigue.
The
so far.
combat's going to
only-
involve
was it only
Jaina's
4?
throat getting slashed and then the person vanishing, but still.
But that,
Oh,
That guy
Jaina
had
rolled faster
a-
than me, darn it.
it wasn't a lightsaber wound in the vision.
Yeah, not necessarily a lightsaber wound, but it was a vibra or a bladed wound, which most stealth characters do tend
Dang,
to
that's a
run with
really
one
high
anyway.
initiative roll. Like,
Holy
Yes,
moly!
it is.
What?
I think we need to start regretting our decisions that leading us to this point.
create a vacuum in the engine room. Because
No
teleport the
regrets.
important people out of the room. Leave him stuck there. Just kill him via atmosphere depletion.
No, we can't, because Elon would just about punch you in the face for suggesting that. Emma's got to get out
Also,
before.
how many other stealth things did we find?
Multiple.
Well, that's. I feel like I would have a specific number that I would have.
I mean, considering you didn't see them all at the same time,
You're right.
You-
They could be the same one. You're right.
you'd know there's at least two, maybe.
It's
probably.
true.
Yeah.
But so about me asking the people previously to like look for those things, like, are they doing that?
When did you ask people to do that?
I think you missed that. I asked them that like probably like 15 minutes ago. Like as soon as we found like the other shimmers, I pointed it out to them.
To who?
The security people, like the people
Oh,
in this room,
security.
to like help,
Oh.
like, and I pointed out where in the security footage they were, so they could try and track it.
Okay.
And then I told the lieutenant to put the whole engine room on lockdown.
Right, I got that part.
Okay, we're good now. Strategery. Now we just need a tactical nuke to shove down the engine room's throat. Just detonate the engines, like make them go boom, and then teleport out at the last second.
We're still in the ship, remember?
Not if we get in the shuttle and Picasso teleports the shuttle.
I think certain party members would have issues with that.
Well, this is out of character, so no matter. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so because you throw up the Force Storm, and then you see a scary, imposing-looking droid run out of the storm.
Oh, yay.
Assassin droids.
Oh, that would be. That
Oh,
would have
it's-
something to do with why we couldn't sense them.
Oh, it's based on that super hidden invisible droid thing that I wanted.
Uh,
Yeah, those things are like pretty much completely invisible.
that makes
Although-
sense.
Although technically those are like from like separatist era. But
Oh, is this gonna be stupid?
Maybe what we know
Oh,
from
never
Separatist
mind.
era,
Okay,
but I
here we
mean,
go. Okay, never mind.
yeah, I mean like just technically in the rulebook those things.
Okay, what's your reflex defense, because?
That beats it by one. I mean, I'll use my force shield.
I mean the better question is, does it know Picasso is the one who cast the Force Storm?
It's just I'm the closest person to it, and it's been.
Oh, okay, I
revealed.
just can't see anything in there.
But I'm gonna use force shield.
Okay. So yeah, so you take no damage. It fires the bullet right at you, but you manage to absorb it into the shield. Okay, so then Jaina just like jumps up and says, "Night Starfire, what is going on?"
Something.
Why is Picard using the dark side? Starts running over there.
Um,
I mean, it's still.
but-
Whose turn is it now?
It's Jaina's.
Ah,
Oh, I think I did something wrong. I was just looking, I'm not in the turn order, and then I went, and there's like an error message by my thing.
Did you click on your token?
It says yeah. It says you got a 23.15.
There we go. I'm in there now.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So Dell, what are you doing?
I'm checking the current security footage of the engine room to see what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, so all of you, I guess, are any of you gonna try to like run to the engine room?
Nope. He wanted this fight by himself. Let him have it.
I will.
I'm not
Yeah.
particularly useful against droids, so once I see that it's a droid, I may or may not actually go down there.
If you have move object, you can fight.
Move light object? I don't have move regular object things. No, I don't have that.
Oh.
Okay, it's gonna take you, anyone who like starts running right now, it would take you guys like 8 turns to get there. So, if this fight is still happening in 8 turns, you guys can arrive. But otherwise, people who are looking at the video screen, yeah, you can see all of a sudden just like all of this, the dark force storm like whirling in a corner of the engine room, and like some of the, there's like one sort of like large engine piece that's like half in and half out of the storm, and it's like the entire thing is just sparking, and you can see like lightning shooting around inside the storm. And then you also see
There's
a
no
droid.
lightning. I didn't use.
That's right. There's no lightning, right? So you just see one of the machines is sort of just like sparking, though. That's half.
It
inside
shouldn't
the
be
storm.
too bad. It's one tiny machine in the engine room.
And
it's
then
just
you
a
see
little bit of acid.
A droid run out of the storm and shoot at Pakaz, who then throws up a shield. And then you see Jaina running over from the center of the room towards them.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. So does that take my full turn to look at it?
No.
I'm gonna look at either. I don't know if there's that security guy is still standing next to me or not.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Lieutenant. Like, is there some sort of security measure that to take down droids?
What do you mean take down droids?
I don't know, like some sort of like electrical shot, like directed shock system. You got any ray shields on this ship?
Yes, the entire engine room has electric floor that can electrocute all the engines. Just kidding, he doesn't do that.
Ray shields, anything?
Not that I know of. I'm not security, though.
He yells at security. Can we have ray shields?
Okay, Pakaz, it's your turn.
Okay, so the storm's gone. Because I'm not maintaining that. And
Okay, you can see 2 mechanics like laying on the ground.
probably only took 6 points of acid damage. They shouldn't be on the ground.
I mean, it's kind of startling to them, though.
Okay, startling and painful. They should still
Yeah,
be
they're moving.
alive
They're moving.
and healable though. So let's see. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm. Oh, I know the perfect thing to do. I gotta have to go read the rules on this though.
Oh no!
You know what I'm doing.
I know what you're doing.
You sent droids against me. This was a bad idea.
Well, actually, you can just lift it and like just hold
I
it there.
could do that, or I could just instantaneously make it stop doing anything.
I mean, also that, yes. Unless it has more than one power source, in which case you can't do that.
If I do it enough times, I can.
How many? I mean, I guess you can use force points to get it back.
It's the age-old question of whether a droid counts as a powered weapon or object.
Survey says yes.
It counts as a
If
powered
an entire
object.
ship counts as that, I think a droid counts as that.
Okay, let me
Just
find the
saying.
thing.
I think we may have broken it, but like, it doesn't make sense for that power to be limited to like a handheld weapon necessarily.
The only question is, what size is it? Because
isn't it what
objects
size the
aren't the
power
same
is,
size.
though? Should be the size of the power core, though.
No, it's the size of the weapon or object.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, power packs for any size weapon would all be considered like diminutive.
That's true.
Well, a
Right.
large creature would take up 4 squares.
No, but a large object
No, but
is
the object
smaller
is
than
one-
a
I think
large
it's
creature.
one-
Is
isn't
it
it just
one
one?
size smaller? Or
I
is
think
it
it's one
two?
size
That's what I'm
smaller.
looking at.
I think it's one size.
Because like a large weapon isn't the same as a large creature.
I think a large weapon counts as a medium. Is like a medium regular, like size thing. I think
And I'll spend the force point up the size category if I need to.
that's what I'm trying to look at. I thought it was like on the first page, right where the equipment and stuff is listed.
I don't know, that's kind of hard to find. I always had trouble finding size category stuff. Even so, that's not a... I
Yeah,
would think
so
medium
we'll
it
say
would still
it's a-
work.
Yeah, because it's a medium thing, so I think it counts as a large object. So you completely drained the object of its energy.
See, that's what I'm saying. This counts more like the power source.
Like whatever energy is in that object is now in me.
You drain the energy from
You have a
the
virus
energy
inside your brain
cell
now.
or cells.
Yeah,
Plural.
yeah. It says so. Even if it has multiple power sources, it still drains all of them. That is very unfortunate. Okay,
I mean, they're all-
People
they're all
determine
in
force
combat
powers
to
are so
a
OP in this
everyone
game,
stop
so-
running.
I've said my character is OP multiple times.
Yeah, see, no, droids work really well against me. It does not work really well against Pakaz.
Not much works really well against because
I mean, something that nullified force powers would probably work pretty well.
aside
against
from
you.
that, but that works really well against you too.
No, because my melee weapon is kind of diabolical, even if something's
Okay,
really
so
powerful
everyone
and has
watching
a
on
lot
the
of
camera
health.
sees the droid fall over.
Pekaz's melee weapon is not exactly a slouch either.
It's both a lightsaber and a stun weapon.
Yeah.
I think Ayland and I are still running. Because we don't know.
Yeah, until you say something, Alan is still he is still considered running. He right now it's Danger's in there and Emma's there and yeah.
So Pakaz is going to call for some medical teams.
Lol.
Pardon me, but could you send a medical team down to the engine room? We're currently having a little bit of an acid issue. If you would just send just a couple of people.
A coolant leak,
Yeah.
very dangerous.
Slight weapons malfunction.
Okay, so
Oh, we've got a
Jaina
reactive leak.
runs towards you, Pakaz, and she, like, her cloak is like flapping behind her. She runs, and she's like, "Pakaz, what are you doing? Why are you using dark side powers? And why are you trying to melt the ship?" She looks over at the engine that's like sputtering, and it seems to no longer be on.
Pakaz points at the droid. I got it.
Yeah, I'll come over.
I forget, you don't have any current dark side points, do you?
Nope.
Well, that's very good. She
She's
stares
just
at you.
really confused now.
We'll talk about this later.
And I'll come over. Yeah, Pakaz's got it, but you should try and see if you can contact whatever those other stealth things were.
And
Using
Pakaz is going
it.
to go over to it and start trying to examine it.
And Dell's gonna search this room for anything.
Pakaz is happy with his new toy. He wants a new friend.
Okay. Is Kalani going over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is the perfect
You
toy
also
for
see
Pakaz.
Emma and her other assistant running over to the now non-functional engine over here. And there are other people running to help the people who are laying on the ground screaming about, "It burns! It burns!"
It's okay. Just get the medical team up here. It'll be fine. I'll put some ice on it.
Walk it off, people. Walk it off. It's
Because
only
it's
6
already
points
started
damage.
pulling apart the droid and trying to
Because look what you've
disconnect
done.
disconnect its processing unit from the droid itself.
Jaina pulls out and ignites her lightsaber. Stop at once!
Why?
What are you doing now?
Stop taking apart this droid! We need to examine it more carefully. This is evidence. And she like is holding
Why
her
do you think
lightsaber
I'm
right
taking
at
it
you.
apart?
We need to take it apart carefully, not just on the floor of the engine room, haphazardly.
Are you a
Jaina?
mechanic?
She picks up the droid with the force and starts walking away with it.
Picard didn't let go of it. So if he's picked it up with the force, he's coming along for the because he's like standing over it,
Okay.
messing with its head, trying to disconnect it. So if it does get powered up again, it doesn't. You know, because they're gonna need to take a look at the processing core and stuff.
When are Alexa and Ayland gonna run in on this? Because I'm eager.
I am probably pretty soon. I would.
Yeah,
imagine
pretty
if they
soon.
turned.
Okay. I want to see it in person.
Let go of the droid now!
Why? This is the perfect place to take it apart. We're in engineering.
We should take it back to the science quarters.
Oh, fine. Let me just make sure that the processing unit is not connected to anything.
Has Jaina put the lightsaber away yet?
No, she's still holding it because
Jaina,
she's trying to levitate the body of the droid with one hand and pointing the other hand with her
Jaina,
lightsaber at
put
Picard.
away the
Picard is on
lightsaber.
it.
Yes.
That's not helping and not necessary.
Does the thing have like a bladed weapon?
Roll perception. No, you just see that it's holding a giant blaster rifle in its hand. Okay, so do you let Jaina carry it with the force?
Yeah, I'm walking right next to it with her.
Okay. Okay, so the people who are running to the engine room, like when you get there, you come across Jaina floating a giant droid next to her, and Pakaz following, and Kalani's also coming along with. So that was it.
Much face palming.
So that was just who exactly? Lexa and Aeland
Yeah.
was John going to?
That's a negatory, Ghost Rider.
Okay.
Yeah, can we check to make sure there's no evil giant robots in this room? My perception roll sucked, so I'm assuming I saw nothing.
Yeah. We should probably. You know what? Can I fit my cloaking generator on the droid so that it's invisible as she carries it? And tell her about this before I try to do it.
Sure.
I guess I'd have to make a stealth roll to see how stealthy I make it. But I'm going to tell her I'm going to do that just in case there are more droids and we don't want them to know they've been found out. Does she respond unfavorably?
Roll persuade. I don't think that's necessary.
I look at Kalani.
Now stop dawdling. And she just starts walking away with the
Can
droid.
you guys just please get along?
My legs are shorter than yours. What do you expect? And he starts grumbling about no respect for shorter people.
Okay, so when Aeland and Lexa get there, do you guys follow, like, as they just sort of, Jaina just walks right past you, back towards the turbo lift.
Yeah, when I come up on her, first thing out of my mouth is Mr. Alias all right?
Jaina says, I suppose so.
Yes, she's alright.
What happened?
I guess we found the intruder.
This is but one, but keep it secret if you can.
Because looks at the Jedi again.
I guess I should go with them because we'll need my help for looking over the droid.
Alright, you go for it. I'm gonna check on Emma, make sure she's alright.
Sure. Aelin. Be careful.
I will. As he says that, he gives a smirk and a small little salute and then heads off towards the engine room.
Okay, so Aeland, when you get into the engine room, you see like a giant cluster of people, like all in the top right corner of it, where like one of the engines is, and there's like a bunch of people all bustling around over there, and there's a big commotion, and you see Emma and other people like examining the engine.
He sighs in relief and then takes up a very vigilant perception, assuming he does actually make it. But yeah, he's gonna at least try to scan the room, see what he sees.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything besides like all the people bustling around and everything.
Alright, in that case he's gonna take up a position at the door and keep an eye out.
Okay. So the rest of all of you make your way back to the science room.
On the way there, I'll like say over comms, maybe someone should tell the Admiral that there's stealthy killer droids on his ship.
Yeah, well, I've been telling all these staff people in here, and I'm sure they have direct lines to the Admiral in security situations. GM, what are they all doing?
Yeah, pretty much the security station is like an even bigger hubbub than the engine room. Like it's just like a flurry of motion and everything. And also, the lieutenant left you guys to your own devices.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna keep combing through the tapes to try and track the other shimmers.
Soon the lab will be a whole bunch of hubbub as well.
Okay, so Jaina just like bursts into the science room. It says, Captain Grayson, we have a droid that you need to analyze immediately. He looks up from whatever he was doing and walks over. It says,
I disconnected its central processor, so and then we can continue pulling it off, so we can look at that separately.
I could get to work on that if you get the mechanical bits, because
he looks at it. Wow, this is a fine looking droid. Where did it come from?
It was perception roll. I just want to see if there's any of those things in the room. Nope, I don't see any.
Nope.
So I just look around, and I'm like, it was cloaked in the engine room.
Can I roll perception?
Yeah.
Yep. That makes sense.
Oh, do we need to roll things to
Kalani
see
is
how?
the stealth seeing ninja.
So how long it takes for us to track the other things? In
Yeah,
security
you need
tapes.
to roll for that.
It's the cat eyes. That's what it is. It's the cat eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Thankfully, you have a full room full of security specialists working on it with you.
Yeah, but they're NPCs, so they're generally considered worthless for roles. I have no faith in NPCs.
There's
They didn't even
John.
spawn like a
Dirk.
gazillion
and
spy
there's
droids
Dirk.
running around, so even though
Dirk
we were
was
on
the
lockdown,
linchpin of all
and
of this.
specifically looking for things that were trying to be on their ship, and they still couldn't find them. It's because they can't get nat 20s.
So, did I see anything?
No, you don't see anything.
Good.
Well, she sees everything.
Yeah. You see everything in the room and you don't detect any stealth fields.
Barricade the doors. Sorry, jam the doors. There we go. Star Wars quote.
Yeah, so it took you guys like 2 hours to backtrack or to find the droid in the room. So by now it's probably like 6 p.m. Just so we all keep track of that.
I want to get started on the central processor, and I'm going to take 20.
Okay, what are you trying to do with it?
I want to know how it works, what it's programmed to do, who programmed it, just anything I can get from,
How many droids are in contact with it?
yeah.
Locations.
It's its brain, right? What does its brain know?
Well, after I should, okay, I'll roll mechanics on it to pull it off. I guess. Do I have to do that or?
We'll say you can just do that.
Okay, so I give her the head with the processing unit, and she takes 20.
Okay, so in order to hack the processing unit, it's going to be treated as like a hostile computer. So you can't take 20.
Dang it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to roll a whole bunch to bring it up out of hostile.
But you can assist so she can roll with advantage every time. And they have an entire splicing unit in the lab, right? Splicing kits add things to these rolls, right?
I mean, yeah, they probably should have that in here.
I don't know what kind of systems they have or what kind of bonus it would give to said people trying to hack into
Or
droids.
at least basic. I mean, this is a covert ops ship.
One would think they have splicing technology.
They should at least have some level of it.
I have a high. Sorry, I have a higher use computer than you, I propose.
Let me check. What do you have it trained to?
I have a bonus of 11.
Mine is 12.
Okay. Do you want to be the one to go then?
Yeah, I have a slightly higher bonus, so that makes sense.
Then I'll assist you.
So roll with advantage.
We should also check for splicer kits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that too.
Well, they have toolkits here. Is there a
But no
specific
s-
thing called a splicing kit, or did
Well, there's
I just
something.
make that up?
There's things that give bonuses to friendly, like
Mm-hmm.
that give like intelligence bonuses to hacking or something.
Oh yeah, my data pad. I have a +1 on
Yeah,
that.
that
and
one's,
I
but that's like a really low version. Like the hacking like splicer setup computer system gives like a +5 or something.
I only use a plus. I know the full-on computer system gives a +2. I don't know, but there is a splicer kit. I need to go find that.
Is
Actually,
it
It's in the
splicing or
equipment.
slicing?
Slicing?
Slicing, yeah, yeah. Sorry.
We're talking about computer spikes?
Yeah, or yes.
Because that's what it is in Knights of the Republic.
I'm pretty sure it's called a security kit.
Yeah, I think you're correct. It's in the main book.
Yeah, it says a security kit is required to bypass traps or security systems using the mechanic skills.
Oh, so that's
Members of law enforcement and professional security experts, they probably have one.
But it doesn't say anything about.
Probably
So the
should try to.
toolkit is need to try to do something with a droid.
Well, that's That's like modifying it,
Mhm.
though. That's not looking at its data.
Okay, so with the computer they have in the thing, you can get a +2 bonus.
Okay, so I'll just roll with a +2 twice.
Natural 20, natural 20, natural 20.
You have advantage because I'm helping you.
29 is pretty high. Probably not high enough.
Okay, yeah, so it's a hostile, so it's a -10 penalty. Yeah, so you try to gain access to it, but it seems to be blocking you.
One second, let's see. Well, it needs to equal or exceed its will defense,
Mm-hmm.
even with. So that'd be a 19. I guess that's not it. Higher than its will defense.
It'll be a 22 with the +2 bonus.
No, he added that in already.
Yeah, I added it in.
So what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna move on to the droid bits.
We keep trying to improve access.
Do you guys maybe want Dirk to come down and help?
And if he's got a higher bonus than me in computers, yeah. If he's trained in it. Or wait, no, I'm trained in it.
He has a +15.
Yeah, that's higher than me.
That's how he hacks everything to give people really cheap insurance. He cooks the books.
Makes sense.
That's why he was in trouble with the rabid rank horse.
Okay,
I
so
will-
Dirk eventually makes his way down to the security room.
I want to check the actual droid. I want to go through it, figure out, I don't know, make, model, any hidden compartments. Just, what is this?
Did I fail by 5 or more?
Yeah, you failed by 5.
Okay, so it's locked me out. Someone with a different data pad is going to have to try that.
I have a different data pad.
Okay, well, we're using the computer in the science room to try to get the +2 bonus, so it locks that out. So if you try again, you're going to have to do it without a bonus.
Well, his data pad has a +1.
Oh, yeah, you can use that.
But you should
I will
have
give it to Dirk. And I will call him down here if he's not already down here.
No, he came down already.
So I will enter my data pad and assist him.
Ooh.
Well, he raised it up a step. I would hope.
Okay, yeah, so he successfully manages to gain some access into the computer.
It's now unfriendly instead of hostile.
Yay, now just don't mess up the next rolls and you can make it even friendlier.
And it treats my data pad as the one that's unfriendly instead of hostile. Yes.
And I was doing it just to steal the data on your data pad.
So you can just make another set of rolls and
Okay, yeah, he improves it to indifferent.
We needed to get all the way to helpful.
Yep, now it's friendly. This is why you guys have Dirk with you. Okay, the droid is now helpful.
Have we made any progress tracking the other droids while he's been doing this? Or the other cloaked things?
Yeah, so this wasn't just like simple button pressing. Dirk was like doing a lot of stuff and like trying to bypass all the security parameters and whatever. So we'll say it like took an hour.
I'm calming
And I
John.
was like standing there with him, helping him the entire time.
I'm calming John, and I'm gonna say, "You'll never believe this. Dirk actually is useful.
What do you mean?
He just hacked the droid that tried to kill us, and now it seems like it's going to be helpful."
Should have had Dirk try and set all those droids on the asteroid.
You're right, I don't believe that.
Yeah, you kind of had to be here for it. All right, during that hour, I want to have gutting the physical droid.
Okay.
Hits the self-destruct, and everyone dies.
Thanks.
Sorry, I'm giving the GMs bad ideas.
That's only on an at 1.
Yeah, so Lexa, it doesn't look like it's familiar to you. It looks almost maybe like it was like a custom-made droid. Like it doesn't have like any manufacturer, like other than like some of the sub parts do, but it doesn't look like it was like manufactured by like a main company or anything. You also see that it's made out of like material that's very like matte and like non-reflective, and it seems like has special properties to like reflect different types of like sensor scans and things. And it's like also a very hard alloy, so it's like very sturdy. It's like has a little bit of acid damage on the external exoskeleton. It also has a very nice blaster rifle. And then you also discover that it has like hidden vibro blades in its hands. It also has a very powerful communicator device on it.
Can I take that out?
Sure.
I want to look at that. What's it? How is it different from mine? How is his communicator different from mine? How is it more powerful?
Oh, it seems like make a knowledge technology. Yeah, you can just tell that it doesn't seem. It's not like a standard like two-way like or like whatever communication device. It seems like you're not sure exactly how, but it's different.
How long did it take me to analyze all this?
At least half an hour.
Can I spend the rest of that time examining this communication device?
Okay.
And basically, like, take 20
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to ask anyone else in the room, like any of the scientists, for help?
Sure.
Okay. Well, when you show it to one of the, Captain Pearson's like fellow scientists, they tell you, "Oh, this is quite interesting. It looks like this is sort of like a mobile relay device of some sort. It's almost like this maybe was a droid that was in command of other droids. Like this was the central command unit, and they can use this to control the other ones."
This is getting better.
No, don't give Picaz an army of droids.
Oh
Oh,
reprogram
no.
them and send them back in to the zip. Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
How adaptable
They must
do you
take
think?
a lot of power.
How adaptable do you think it is? Could it be used to command more than, say, a localized unit of droids?
What do you mean by localized? I mean, the emission range is probably only like a kilometer or so.
Well, and I'm just guessing here. This droid probably was in command of the others that are somewhere in this ship. But could this communication device be manipulated and used to command other droids outside of the ones on the ship currently?
If they were keyed into the frequency and they're within the range of it. But this isn't like a mystical droid takeover device. We can't reprogram it to control droids that aren't already set up to respond to this signal. Like, they couldn't hack any of our security or protocol or astromech droids using this, if that's what you're asking.
But you could program other droids to respond to this.
If they had the proper communication relay.
I see.
Okay, we're gonna go to Dell and John.
Yay! Did we find anything?
Yeah, so after tracking all that, it looks like there were like hold on, let me double check. Yeah, it looks like there were 3 other anomalies that you could find. Although it's sort of hard to tell exactly what happened to them, because it looks like they sort of like got in the door entries of doorways where it was like hard to see with good angles on the camera viewports that you had, and then like you can't really track them anymore. It's like they just like disappeared. And like
Wonderful.
there's nothing that moved in or out of there. They just sort of like went into doorways where they couldn't really be seen, and then they're just nowhere. One of those places was the door to the main security office.
How long ago did it disappear?
That one. What time is it now? It's like
6, 7.
7. Yeah, it's like 7 now. That was like 14 hours ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the whole room again.
Okay, roll perception.
Goodness gracious.
Nope. So, John,
John?
what have you been doing?
Oh,
You
I
don't
was
see
gonna look
anything
around the room
either.
too. How much do we know about that conversation that they were having in the other room? Do we hear any of that?
I mean, except from knowing that they hacked into the droid, we don't really know anything else because
Yeah,
Lexa commed you about
Lexa
that.
said to say that Dirk was useful and hacked into the droid. That's it.
Yeah, probably come
Unless
back
you want to
after
ask
that,
them questions.
Nah. Well, no. That's metagaming.
I probably asked them at this point, not seeing anything here and not being able to find the things. They probably comment. So we tried to track the other things on the cameras. We lost them. Looks like there were at least 3 that we could find. How's it going down there?
So I can hear them talking about what the droid can do while I'm helping Dirk, right?
GM? Lou?
What was the question?
I can hear Lexa talking with the scientist people while I'm working with Dirk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I've forgotten what I said over the comms.
I was just asking what was your progress, and I said that we couldn't. There were at least 3 other ones, but we lost them about like a long time ago.
Well, Kyra, you know how far me and Dirk are through this.
Well, the whole time that this was happening, they were like looking back through the records. So now we're like in the current time. So the current
Okay.
timeline is Lexa has all that information, and Dirk finished hacking the droid, and they tracked and then lost the other signals. So now we're all at the same time.
Dirk, you should look through the memory of that droid and see if you can figure out what their mission was. Pull a copy of it onto the datapad, and then we'll put it in a copy in the main computer too.
Tel's gonna ask again. Hello, is anybody down there?
Yeah, we've almost made some progress.
What did you ask Dirk to do? Sorry.
To pull the memory, or to pull the memory core, or copy the memory from the droid onto the datapad and then onto the ship's computers.
Okay. Yeah. That requires it. See,
Whoop.
do you want to assist him with that?
Sure.
Okay.
We'd sure appreciate any details you can offer about what you've accomplished.
Yeah, yeah.
We've managed to get the droid friendly. Well, in computer terms.
Then why
We're
don't you just
pulling
turn it
stuff out
back
of
on
it
and
now.
ask it?
Well, we could do that, but we'd have to reattach it first. We're not quite there yet, and we'd also like to have logs that we can pour through at our leisure. It's not the worst idea.
Okay, so it takes 10 minutes for him to copy the memory over to the ship's computers.
We're a little pressed for time. There might be other ones running around the ship doing who knows what.
I think we have done a major blow here. From what I can tell, this droid was likely the control unit, the essential processing of the other droids. So likely they're running on whatever automated mission protocols they had before this thing was taken out.
Then turn it back on and tell it to shut the other ones down.
Okay, but it's going to take a minute to do that. It's not like that wasn't already basically the plan.
Well, take your sweet time.
And then Picaz is going to start doing what I was telling you about, Kyra. After he pulls the memory and stuff.
Tel, come over.
Okay, you have to make a use computer check.
Can I convince Dirk to help me with this? Considering the conversation that was just had in the room.
Hold on.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Okay, can you roll?
Oh, 1 second. Or did you see my message?
Yeah, I think that's included in the definition.
No, that's under a different skill. Let me make sure that I am right about that.
Oh, I see. You're trying to argue for your strengths. Yes, I see. Well, if he's helping you, like, he's gonna be like reading and double checking your code. So
Yeah, I'll do that afterwards. But okay. So use computer. Yeah, I'm gonna use. So. Oh well, I'll just do that.
do what? Roll.
I'm thinking about specifically what I want to do here. I mean, we could just see how well I hide it,
Yeah.
and if he puts a stop to it, he puts a stop to it. Okay.
Okay.
Dirk, why?
So you get
No. Why did
Okay.
Dirk? Why did
You
you?
also get a +3 because you
So
get
that's a 30.
because you're using your data pad, and you get the droid's intelligence bonus since it counts as friendly towards you. Okay, so that succeeds after 10 minutes.
Just what Pakaz needs. A toy.
And then I guess we go and we tell them what we did.
Dirk says, "Guess what, everyone? We totally hacked this droid, and now it's going to obey us instead of the bad people."
Because gives Dirk a hearty pat on the arm, or maybe forearm because he's really short. Like, yeah, buddy, we did it.
Dirk says, "So, Lexa, do you want to put the droid back together so we can turn it back on?"
Yes, of course.
We'll need to switch out its power system. I kind of drained the entire thing.
Oops, wrong button.
It is now a mechanical bull. We didn't say it's the droid looked like a bull or like a nerf.
Listen, just because Pakaz can ride the droid does not mean Lexa can as well.
Or should.
Yeah,
Okay, everyone roll perception.
It looked really cool.
Everyone?
No.
Everyone
was
in
going
that
too
room
well.
with the droid.
So Kalani's nat 20 is no longer valid.
It's been a while.
No.
What?
Sad.
You should be rolling perception.
Did they not lock the doors like I suggested out of character?
So as we
Okay,
turn-
carry on. What were you guys doing?
So its head is basically on, right?
It's whatever you did to it.
Well, yeah, we made it friendly, and then now its head is, and we are rebooting its head and attaching it back to the body.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, Lexa never rolled perception.
Oh yeah, actually you roll perception.
Can't hurt.
But it could. Maybe she gets completely blinded.
She rolls the best out of all of us.
One away. One away. That's so sad.
Okay. Okay, I think we should take a break here because we forgot to take a break.
Good idea. Though I do want to say, just for the record, the moment the thing can hear us, I'm going to tell it that it should make sure all of its droids are friendly to us and everyone on the ship.
Or
And
we
halt
can
its current
override their base programming. Like that.
I mean, we can alter its mission command.
Well, yeah. You can alter the mission, but I'm not sure it can alter their programming completely.
We're its masters. We can tell it who it's
Well, no,
supposed to
that
allow
one
to
is,
hurt.
but I mean the other ones. I mean, it can probably tell the other ones not to attack anyone, but I'm not sure that, like, once it stops giving them orders, like, they might still just be generally hostile, because, you know, droids are semi-AI.
True.
I still think you should just send out a general shutdown command. And then we can round them up one
Okay,
at a
okay,
time
okay.
and fix them.
Do we want
We
to take
can
a
try
break
that.
instead of just continuing to talk about this?
But, well, I mean, it's fresh in
I
our
thought
minds.
we
We don't
were
want
on
to
a
make a
break.
mistake.
I know, but I want to hear what you guys are talking about. But I
Okay.
need to leave the computer for a
We'll,
little bit.
we'll
Okay,
get more
repeat
water.
anything that you don't hear.
Okay, I have to go for a second as well, so be right back.
Alright, be right back.